right, thanks for joining me today. Hope you're having a great Saturday. I'm actually in the office catching up on some work, and wanted to share with you guys an experience I had the other day, a travel experience actually, that really hits home as it relates to how your frontline employees, your frontline staff, can actually make or break your business, right? So, Pinar, thanks for joining. So important that you realize that your frontline people at your company can make or break your business. And I want to share this example with you. Before I get into that, if you're new to my Periscopes, my name is DJ Valori and I am an entrepreneur. I'm not an entrepreneur that's written books or has any books to sell or any webinars to sell. I actually run a multi-million-dollar business, and I do these Periscopes 3 or 4 times a week just to provide free advice and share experiences with other solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, wannapreneurs out there, as Mark Cuban likes to say, to kind of help them out in their business. So Saturday afternoon, and I thought I'd discuss, Esmeralda, thanks for joining, what happened to me and my wife the other day. We were traveling down to Myrtle Beach, and Delta Airlines had an opportunity to convert me, because I normally fly United Airlines. So I thought this would be a good lesson for everybody to kind of learn from. So if you're new to the scope, please let me know you're new. Let me know where you're from so I can see what kind of global reach we have here. But basically, here's what happened. So my wife and I were flying down to Myrtle Beach last couple of days ago, and we were flying Delta Airlines. I normally fly United Airlines, and we decided we had about an hour before our time departure that we'd go into the Delta Sky Club Lounge, which is there, for their frequent guests and frequent flyers, business lounge. Get a cup of coffee, relax a little bit, and as a platinum card holder with American Express, which I am, I have the ability to get into those lounges most of the time with no cost, right? It's part of the membership. So I checked in at the front desk at the Delta Lounge, and no problem. They started asking me, is this the first time you were in the Delta Lounge? And I said, absolutely. It's the first time I ever got into the Delta Lounge, and looking forward to my flight on Delta. I usually fly United Airlines. So she checked my tickets. The agent checked the tickets, welcomed me in, and as she was checking my wife in, she said, oh, you're not a platinum card holder. My wife is an American Express Gold card holder. She's not a platinum card holder. So that was going to be $29 for her to come into the lounge. And now I know there's some financial arrangement, obviously, where American Express pays Delta Airlines for guests like me that come in using the card, right? That's fair. I understand that. But I explained to the lady, I said, oh, this is the first time that we're coming to this lounge here. She asked me that question. I explained that we were also flying, as you could see from our tickets, on full fare first class tickets, right? So we weren't using miles, we weren't using points, we were on a full fare first class ticket, which wasn't really much more than a coach ticket. So she can see that, not only are we platinum card holder, I'm a platinum card holder, but I'm a frequent flyer, because I told her I fly on United all the time. Thanks, Brunix, for joining. And then I was showing her I'm flying first class, right? So could she kind of just let me know, give me the warning, if you will, that next time you won't be allowed, your wife won't be allowed in unless you pay the $29. So she said, absolutely not. Rules are rules. And that's when I really started saying, there's a lesson here to be learned, because rules are rules, but to some extent, when you're presented with a situation like this where she could have helped me out, this one time, and let my wife in without charging us the $29, would have gone a long way for her and for Delta, because one, I was a valuable customer, right, a frequent flyer. Two, I was flying full fare first class. Three, it was my first time in the lounge, and she asked me that specifically, and I didn't know the rules. Hey, Empowered Solutions, thanks for joining. So they had an opportunity. Delta agent there had an opportunity to kind of convert me into a loyalist with the brands. Rules are rules, but don't take into account the whole picture. That's exactly right. As a frontline employee, it's important that you tell your team that if there's an opportunity like this that presents itself, where you have a high-value customer or opportunity, maybe it's okay to bend the rules once in a while. right? And it's not for the $29, right? Obviously, that's not a big deal. I could have paid the $29 and we'd be done with this, but I wanted to see how far this would go. So I then took, left the club, no problem, took on to social media and tweeted out to Delta Assist to explain the situation. Again, flying full fare first class, platinum card holder, first time ever in the lounge, and wouldn't let my wife in because she wasn't a gold member without the $29 fee. And they basically came back and said, well, it's a discounted fee, but it's a $29 fee. So not only did Delta blow it once with me in person at the counter, they blew it twice because social media could have tried to turn things around. So there is the lesson, again, that rules are rules, I understand that, but when there's an opportunity to convert a high-value customer to your company, you need to train your people at the front desk to kind of be able to bend those rules where it makes sense and empower them to be able to do that. In contrast, if you take Ritz-Carlton, for example, they have a policy where they enable any frontline employee to spend up to $2,000 to make any single guest happy with their experience at the property. $2,000. Delta wouldn't spend $29. And you know what? It's probably not even costing them that because they're getting money from American Express for a guest coming in. So there's the story here is that you really need to let your frontline people know that when there are opportunities to convert high target individuals, valuable people to your company, you need to kind of bend the rules a little bit. And in service requires that, right? You find the full story. Loyalty, Delta had an opportunity to convert me to a loyal customer. They missed it 2 times there at the Sky Club and then also on social media. Now, in all fairness to Delta, the flights were great going down to Myrtle Beach and back. The crews genuinely looked like they were interested and happy that we were customers on the flight. They were very gracious, very polite, and the service was exceptional. It was really good. So, again, the whole team in the air, the crew, did a fine job, right? But it's the people on the ground that had a disconnect in the social media as well as in the Sky Club Lounge. So make sure that your teams are well-versed on what they're allowed to do as far as bending the rules when working with customers, and empower your employees. That's right, Rosella. Empower them to be able to bend those rules once in a while so that you can gain more loyal customers. It's really not that complicated. Again, it would have cost Delta practically nothing to just let us in on those circumstances. So I hope that helped you a little bit. Again, if you like what you're hearing, I do these scopes 3 or 4 times a week. Make sure you follow me, hit the little number sign there, and you'll get alerts when I do these periscopes. So again, thanks for joining. Have a great Saturday, and we'll see you next time. Take care.